What's up guys, welcome back to lab number 2, and in this lab we're going to learn about scanning your network, understanding the environment, and also being able to attack the systems that you might actually find. So if this is your first time on this channel, please make sure to subscribe, because I do post this content on a regular basis, and my main goal is for you and I to learn cybersecurity skills using our own hands-on labs that you can create in your own house in a safe and secure environment. So what is this lab all about? What are we doing and why are we doing this? The main objective of this lab is so that you can use NMAP as our tool in this case to scan your system, which is in this case Metasploitable 2, to find vulnerabilities. This can be used by both penetration testers who are hired to find vulnerabilities in a system, or this can also be used by internal diligent network administrators, system administrators, just to test their systems to make sure that they are safe. And in the end, we are going to exploit the system and also using the information from our NMAP. So this is a very fun lab. Stick until the end, because I think it's a very fun way to learn IT security and also to learn about different phases of a penetration test, if that's what you're interested. Speaking of why we are doing this, why are we actually working on this? We want to test the software and also our infrastructure. You have to do this to be able to feel like you're comfortable as an internal engineer or as an external tester who is hired to test systems. This is what we do. You also want to identify holes as you may before the attackers do. You want to know what's in the infrastructure before the bad guys find out and exploit it. So this is being proactive. This is being performing your own due diligence, if you will, to make sure that things work properly. And some companies just want to know. They don't necessarily have to fix these vulnerabilities, but they want to know what's out there. And from my CSSP a few weeks ago, I learned that this is part of risk management. We might have vulnerabilities. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to fix them. Sometimes we have to know what they are and what kind of risk they pose to our environment. And in this case, we're going to learn how Metasploitable, which is a very vulnerable machine, is vulnerable, and we'll see what we have, and in the end actually just exploit the machine, and I'll show you how right now. But before we do that, let's just I just want to show you the different stages of a pen test and where this lab falls. This is in the very beginning. If you are going to be a penetration tester, these are the stages that you go through, and right in the beginning is recon and scanning. Reconnaissance and scanning involves, going on the internet, looking up the company and Googling the company, looking at resume for people that worked in the company, finding as much information as you can in a passive way. But another component to that involves scanning the network, which is what we'll be doing today. Before I start this lab, I just want to give a disclaimer out there that if you're going to be following this lab, use the lab setup that I showed you earlier in my videos. I have a link to the setup for this lab, and only do this in an environment that you are permitted to do it. Don't go to your work and start doing this stuff, or don't scan anybody's website. Only do this in a lab that you set up, and I'm not responsible for that. I'm actually kind of required to tell you that. And if you set up the lab the way I told you to in another video, and your lab looks like mine here, first thing you want to do is let's just be safe. I know there isn't much here to worry about, but let's just disable our internet access. So on our pfSense, just go and disable adapter 1, which is our WAN interface. Let's not have any external connection. So what this means is our lab is isolated only to this computer, and we are ready to start actually our lab. We'll be using Kali Linux, and I showed you how to install it in our previous video. Go ahead and start your Kali Linux, and we also have Metasploitable, which I'll show you right here. This is Metasploitable 2, And let's just note our IP address quick while we're still here. It's MSF admin, and if we do an RPA, so let's just note our IP address is 10.10.10.10.18. Let's just note that, because that's going to be our target for practicing today. So now that we know that our Metasploitable is 10.10.18, let's just go to our Kali Linux. And again, if you don't have this lab set up, I have a step-by-step guide on how to create this lab. That's going to be very simple for you to set up. I have a video that's about 40 minutes long, but I guarantee you that you'll actually be able to come to the same exact spot that I am if you have a computer that can accommodate this. So let's go ahead and sign into our Kali. And after we are in, as you can see, now we are in. Let's do an IPA. As you can see, our IP address for Kali is 17. So Kali Linux comes with NMAP pre-installed for you, so you don't have to actually install NMAP. And as you can see, this is my IP address right here, my Kali Linux. But there's two ways you can run NMAP in Kali Linux. You can run it straight from the command line here, which is my favorite way to do it, because once you understand how NMAP works, it's very simple to just run the commands from here. Or you can use the GUI version from right here called NMAP. I'll show you both in this video because I think that's very important. Our machine is 10.10.10.18, so we can run our NMAP scans right from here without any issues. We know that our machine that we want to test is 10.10.10.18, which is our Metasploitable 2 machine. It's a very vulnerable machine. And we can run our scans straight from the command line in Kali Linux. We can just run an nmap. And here are the commands. -T4, that's to speed up the process. That's the speeding up of the scans. I do want to know about the OS, so I would put -A. That will let me know about the operating system. And I want this to be in verbose mode, so I'll use -V, and I'll put 10.10.10.18 right here. So this will start our NMAP scan, and as you can see, it's very loud. It's already finding a bunch of information about our target system, and that's our Metasploitable virtual machine that we have in our lab. And this will take maybe a couple minutes, 2 minutes tops, and when it's done, we can actually I'll show you what it looks like. So as you can see on this right here on the screen, I mean, our NMAP scan found a lot of open ports. That's why we love our Metasploitable 2, because it's a very great learning tool. We're going to be learning a lot from it, and as you can see, all these ports are open on this machine. Now I'll show you how to do it from the GUI, which I think a lot of people would prefer. So information gathering, use NMAP. NMAP is pretty much the same as NMAP, but it's just a GUI version, and it's the same command. -T4 is just going to speed our process. -A is sometimes called aggressive mode, or in this case, we just want to detect our operating system as well, and -V is verbose. So we just say 10.10.10.18. Want an intent scan and scan. As you will notice in a couple minutes, we're seeing the same information. We're discovering all these open ports on this machine, and it's insane how many ports are open on this machine. Okay, so our scan with NMAP is done, and we get the same results as we saw with our NMAP from the command line. And as you can see, all these ports are open on this system, and most of them are very vulnerable. the most important thing for you to realize is you can go through all these ports and all these services and actually try to find out if they are indeed vulnerable or not, because some ports might be opened and they're actually secure. So it's your job as a network administrator, system administrator, penetration tester to actually verify that these things are actually whether vulnerable or not. And then in NMAP, as you can see, we can see, oh my goodness, we even have postfix open. That's our mail service right there. And we have an RPC port. So NMAP does list all the open ports in a good way. And believe me, you don't want, in the real world, you don't want a single system to have this many ports open, especially to the internet. You do not want this. So let's look at the topology. So that's where we are, okay? But we can also find information about our host. So we know it's Linux 2.6, okay? And we only did one scan. So now that we know all this information, this is how you can scan a single system. So a practical example will be if you are deploying an application on a server, you want to scan the server open on this system. Let's pay attention to this port right here. It's 1524 TCP. A simple Google search of port 1524 would show you that this is a very, very, very bad port, especially for Metasploitable 2, because it's a backdoor. A simple telnet to this port will let us actually access the system. I just want to emphasize that this is not how simple it is in the real world, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to show you that if we try to telnet to this port 1524 on this side, to telnet to our host 10.10.10.18 on port 1524, you realize that we can actually connect. It's not that simple, believe me. This is just how Metasploitable is designed. If you try to telnet on port 1524, it will give you root right away. As you can see, I don't even need to run a who am I, because it already tells me I'm root with the Metasploitable. So we are already root there. You can even do it in ls, and as you can see, we can see all the directories there. So this is one way of showing you guys how we can use NMAP to identify vulnerabilities in systems. We can use NMAP to identify vulnerabilities, but in future videos, after we learn all these basics, we're going to go back and actually download machines from a site that they call VulnHub, and from VulnHub we use NMAP this way. And I'll be referring you guys to these videos and say, okay, I made a video earlier showing you how to use NMAP to find these vulnerabilities. So this is just meant to be a primer, but as you can see, we already root here. In a few videos, I'm going to show you how to actually use some exploits to gain root in Metasploitable 2. So stay with me. In a few weeks, we're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this material, because I do love to spend time in my lab. If you like it, please subscribe to this video, and if you have any suggestions or input, let me know in the comments. I appreciate all your comments, and let me know what you guys want to learn. Otherwise, this is a video about NMAP. In the next video, we're going to learn about OpenVAS. Guys, subscribe, otherwise I'll see you in the next video.